Craig Hennis alongside Steve Silverio, and yes, Steve is back at the Auto Outlet of PA, 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in the heart of Bensalem. And Steve, what do you say to that?
What have we been doing for the last 10 years in Philadelphia? Just do the deal.
And there's no doubt about it, Steve, that you are back here in Bensalem. This is where, in the Philadelphia market, the great Northeast is where you cut your teeth here in Philadelphia.
This is where it all started, everybody. Started in the greater Northeast, right here in the wonderful city, fifth largest city in the country, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
And Steve, here at the Auto Outlet of PA, one of the sure signs that you're back, you've got a great staff. You've got an unbelievable inventory. Everybody's crying.
Yeah.
You drive around, nobody's got the cars.
Yeah.
You come here to the Auto Outlet, Steve's back, he's got the cars. How are you doing all that, Steve?
Well, first of all, let's start off by saying thank you very much for everything that you've all done since I've been in Philadelphia. As you know, we've got a Nissan store in Devon, Pennsylvania. I was out of this store for maybe a year and a half to 2 years, Greg. I had with somebody else running it, became a partner of mine. As you can see, I'm back, so it probably didn't work out as well as I thought it did, okay? And what I'd like to tell you is
he doesn't hide anything, folks.
No, I'm telling you right off the cuff exactly what's going on. And what I'd like to do is speak out to the customers. Now, understand, in the last years to be, we had a Chevy store on Roosevelt Boulevard. Most of you know and remember, that's where the Just Do the Deal all started, Greg.
Oh, yeah.
Years ago. And I'm here to tell you, we're at the Auto Outlet of PA, 1515 Bristol Pike in Bensalem. We're minutes from anywhere. Camden, Trenton, Wilmington, Atlantic City, Cherry Hill.
Lehigh Valley.
Obviously, we're in Philadelphia, right outside Philadelphia. Lehigh Valley. I'm telling you now, everybody's crying, no inventory. Prices are over, sticker. Nobody can work a deal. I'm going to tell you, I don't care about all that. What I care about is getting you in a car for as least as I can get you into it for. I'm going to have all the banks. The banks are going to be approving up until Christmas. They've promised me with me coming back, my Christmas present is that they're going to look at my deals and my customers. I'm going to be here 24/7. You come in, make sure you ask for Steve. I will sit with you like I've done in all my other stores, and I will make sure that you go home in the car of your choice at the payment you want. And listen, I know you're going to come in with a trade, and I know you're going to owe a lot of money on it. And guess what? I don't care. I'm going to pay off that car. I don't care what you owe, just like I do in my other store. I'm not worried about it. I got one in Baltimore. I've got one out in Devon. This is the one that we're restarting. This is where the deal's going to be for up till Christmas. This sale is lasting till
Saturday. Close the business Saturday.
Close the business on Saturday. I'm going to be here for the rest of the month, but get here before Saturday. I've loaded up with inventory. I've gone out and bought 100 to 125 automobiles to restock the inventory. I've got the cars all serviced up, ready to go. As you can see, I got Mercedes. I've got Nismo Sentras. I've got sport utilities. I've got transportation. And as you know, when I sell you a car, I don't forget who you are. You come in and see me. You've got a problem. I'm here to take care of any problem even after the sale. And that's what people look for. Yes, the deal is important. Yes, paying off my trade. Yes, getting me financed if I've had some trouble. That I can do. All that is easy. I got to make sure that after the sale, if you got a problem, you can still come down and see me. It's after the sale because I want to sell you the second, in the third, in the fourth car. I'm going to be around a long time. I need you as my customer. I want you as my customer. Come down and see me. Love the customers. This is where it all started for me. And again, it was you, the customers, that put me on the map. And it's going to be you, the customers, that I give it back to. We've got a nice big location we started up, which I used to have, if you remember, Jimmy the Boxer.
Oh, yeah.
When him and I were running
Boxer.
Jimmy the Boxer. He's knocking out the competition in Baltimore. We've got a nice operation started out there. Jimmy settled in. I've been out there for a while trying to get that up and running. Okay, obviously we've been at the new Nissan store, but with no new car inventory.
A little tougher.
To sit at that store all day, I said, give me my outlet back. Let me come down here. Let me make a difference. Let's get the Philadelphians back over to my side again, and let's sell some cars and get you a car of your choice for the payment that you want. And listen, If you got $500, you got $800, I'm not asking for $5,000. I'm not asking for $8,000. Sometimes I know you folks walk in these places and foolishly look at you and go, I need $5,000. Well, where in the hell are we going to get $5,000?
That's a good question.
All right? And they look at you like you should have it. Oh, yeah, let me just bring it right out for you. All right? I'm going to try to do these loans for as little money down as possible. Obviously, I don't control it. There's no dealership in America that controls it. It's the bank. But again, it's the relationship with the bank that you have. And with as many cars as I've sold, I've got relationships. Banks trust me. They know me. I'm their partner in that business. I make sure that we get this thing done right and that we don't put you in too much car where you can't afford it. And that's where it all starts. And then they sell you a car that in 9 months the tranny goes, and now you got a $3,000 transmission. You're trying to make a car payment. We stop all that. We got warranties that we put on our cars. We've got everything to make sure we protect you, the customer, and protect the bank. No matter where in town that you've been rejected, you know at the Auto Outlet of PA, you're accepted. Your credit doesn't define who you are, and here at the Auto Outlet of PA, everybody is somebody. Hurry on in, it all ends Saturday. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas from my family to yours, and may God bless. And remember, Steve's back.
Now, Steve, here at the Auto Outlet of PA, 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in the heart of Bensalem. Obviously, you are known for just doing the deal, but the other thing that you are known for, which certainly resonates when you come here to the Auto Outlet, is the fact that folks have been up and down and all around. And as you just alluded to, they've been to the other dealers and they say, we can't help you unless you whip out $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. When they come here to the Auto Outlet of PA, you do your best so that folks come here and they don't hear those things, but they hear, we need this, and it's really this easy. You get people down the road that have been up and down and all around and heard, no way, no way, no way, can't help you, can't be done, nobody's going to help you, but then they come here, they meet you. They come here from the city. They come here from Atlantic City. They come here from Camden. They come here from all over the Delaware Valley. And they say, Steve, I've been here. I've been there. I've heard no everywhere I go. But then I come to you, and you get them down the road. Well, what in the world is the big difference here at the Auto Outlet? Why are you getting all those people that were told no somewhere else? Why are you getting them a yes?
Well, let me tell you what happened. Last night, I was here till 8:30, 9 o'clock with a customer. He drives up. It looks like he's in a fairly new car. It had a temp tag on the back, and I'm saying, this guy must have just bought this car.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to myself, what's he doing here? So he comes in, he says, hey, I need a car. I said, are you going to be trading the one you got? He said, not really. I said, why? He goes, no, I'm just, don't worry about that. I said, well, I got to worry about that because you qualify for 2 loans.
Yeah.
You got the one there, you just told me you're financing, yes. And you're going to have mine. So the bank's going to say, how does a guy drive 2 cars?
Good point.
All right. So now I got to work out of that situation. So I sat him down. I said, come on, be honest. What's the real deal? Well, the real deal was, car that he was in, dealership gave him the car, took his cash, $3,000 of the man's hard-earned money, and told him that he was all done, everything was financed. Well, then they call him a week later and say, that there might have been a problem with the bank.
Oh.
Something that maybe they did, that they tried to mysteriously tell the bank that this gentleman couldn't own up to. Because when the bank called the gentleman and started questioning him, and he told me how the interview went, I said, there's something up. He goes, obviously. So they want me back at the dealership, and they say, oh, they want to check something on the car, but I know they want to take the car back. And I've already gotten rid of my other car, so I have no way to work, and I've got 3 kids.
Oh, boy, that's a big mess.
That's a mess. I said, hold on a second. I said, have a seat. Let me see what I can do. So I take an application. So the application shows me the bureau and everything that he did. You know, all the history of what banks they sent him to, whatever. I said, I think I can help you. I've got a bank that I can make a call with right now. And I said, you and I together are going to make this call because they're going to ask us, why didn't you want to take the car that you're in?
Valid question.
All right. And I got to be very careful because I don't know what they did.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get the banks nervous on saying, what do we got here? Does a guy really, is this the real true information, Steve, you're giving me? Or is I getting it from the other guy?
Yeah.
So we had to get him out of that mess. He drove home last night in a better car.
Hey.
For $104 less a month.
Hey.
He didn't need the $3,000 down.
Hey!
And then once he takes his car back, he gets his 3 G's back.
Hey!
And once he do it to $3,000, he buys his kids. And I said, make sure that some of that $3,000 goes towards having those kids a Merry Christmas.
That is a Merry Christmas. Great story, Steve.
Right.
Now, I know that you are known for situations like that all the time, that you get people in the dealership and get them down the road. It's amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are sick and tired of hearing can't be done, you've been up and down and all around, and you've been here and there, and they tell you the same story. I need 5, I need 6, I need 7, I need 10, whatever the case may be. Come here to the Auto Outlet of PA at 1515 Bristol Pike in the heart of Bensalem. Ask Steve to say his famous trademark line.
Just do the deal.
And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to have a great car buying experience. Now, Steve, we alluded to great selection of automobiles, but the other thing that is amazing that you are doing, there are a lot of people in a situation that is similar to the one we just talked about. Bottom line is, people are buried in a car that no longer really works for them.
Yes.
They are upside down. They are stuck in a car that they owe a lot of money on. Whatever the case may be, maybe a buy here, pay here car, maybe a car that the dealer charged them way too much. You have an unbelievable way of getting people out of their trades and getting them into a different vehicle that works for them, transportation-wise, payment-wise, and you get them out of those trades. How in the world do you do it, Steve? I know you're back. I know you get a lot of things done, but how do you do that?
Another great question. I've asked myself that a lot, okay? Again, we've sold 18, 19, maybe even 20,000 cars now. I haven't done the totals in about a year. We might be closer to 20,000 cars in the market.
That's saying something.
With the all the stores. I'm going to tell you this. I've always asked myself why. Because if there's something I'm doing that's bad, we want to stop in our life and in our businesses. I'm not going to keep doing something that's stupid.
No.
And keep getting a stupid result. But how have we been so successful?
Great question.
People tell me, when I ask them, why did you buy a car from me? Well, they said, Steve, we've seen you on TV. We see your commercial all over the place. We know the Just Do the Deal guy. And there's something about when you're talking on the TV, you've got this approach and this honesty. There's just something about that you've got this honest thing. Because I am. You come in to see me, I sit down, I reason with you. I tell you all what you want, what you need to know. I tell you exactly what the deal's going to be. And there's no hocus pocus. You don't come in and play the show game. Where's the P? Can you pick it out? I don't do that.
Really?
Yeah. Again, I'm not that I'm real old, but hey, I'm not a kid anymore, and I just don't want to play those games. Just give me the true story. Whenever I go and buy something outside of a car, just give me this. What is it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you're going to help them.
Yeah, that's all. Just tell me don't give me all the salesman BS. Just tell me what the story is. And I appreciate somebody like that.
Yeah.
And the chances are, if you're straight with me, I'm going to be straight with you. I'm going to do business with you.
Yeah, you're going to help them.
All right. Just had a girl on the phone this morning from Delaware, and she said this deal was telling her this, and this deal was telling her that. And she says, my godmother that bought 3 cars from you, Steve, over at the Nissan store, called me and said, call my friend Steve. He'll at least tell you the straight scoop.
Yeah.
And she called me. And this morning was the final call, and she's coming down Saturday to buy a car.
Hey.
And I was straight with her. I said, listen, if the dealer is giving you the kind of money that you're talking about and hasn't seen your trade yet, and you're telling me that it needs this, this, and this, and he's giving you that kind of money, I can't do that.
No.
Then you need to go buy the car from him. Well, what do you think happened yesterday? She went to see the dealer after work.
Yeah.
Drove an hour and 15 minutes from Delaware to Philadelphia. And the dealer got it there, and he goes, oh, you didn't tell me you needed a tire. Ooh, you didn't tell me that the radio didn't work, or you didn't tell me this or that, all these little things. Now,
So story's changed?
The story changed.
Wow.
All of a sudden now, my deal was $1,000 better than his deal. And I was straight with her.
Yeah.
And I told her, listen, your godmother's a very good friend of mine. My concern with you right now is to make sure you get the best deal and you're happy. But go look at his car. okay? I sent her the Carfax on the car. She says, well, you didn't tell me the car was hit hard. I said, but known going in, it may be a great deal, but you got to know what you're getting.
Yeah.
She goes, thank you, Steve, thank you. She was a single woman, couple kids, from Philadelphia originally, moved out to Delaware, okay? And I was straight with her. She's coming in Saturday to purchase a car from me.
And you're getting her out of that trade.
And I'm getting her out of that trade, okay? And I'm giving her fair money. I'm giving her what the car's really worth. I'm not pie in the sky telling her the car's worth 18 when it's really worth 16 to get her there.
Does that happen a lot, Steve, that the other guys, you call them on the phone, they never see the car, they give you a ridiculous number?
Of course.
And then you come in and they tap you on the shoulder and say,
or they'll tell you your payment's going to be about $350, and when you get there, it's $550. Well, I didn't know your credit was all that. Well, you pulled my credit, you seen what it was. Well, we had a bank that we thought we were going to do it, and they couldn't, but we got this other bank that will do it, and they're $200 more a month. Well,
so they're just trying to get you in there to...
Well, $200 more a month, folks, at 72 months is $15,000.
That's a lot of money.
$15,000 more for the car.
That's a lot of bread.
That's a lot of PB&Js, they call them, right? Well, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's a lot of that, baby. Let me tell you something. So all I'm trying to relay to you folks here, you know, again, be careful. Know who you're dealing with, okay? When you come in here, you're dealing with me, the owner. I'm not going to tell you any hocus pocus. I'm going to be straight with you. Sometimes it's things and sometimes you don't want to hear.
But you're going to be real with them.
But I'm going to be real with you, all right? I'm going to service you after the sale. I hope to God, whenever I sell somebody, I always look for somebody to say, I got referrals for you.
That makes you happy, doesn't it, when you hear that?
I'm telling you, when I get referrals, you know, I pay $300 to everybody that refers somebody to me.
Hey.
Okay,
great referral
and it's
program.
cash I take out of my pocket and I go here for bringing that customer in. I live on referrals. There's nothing like a referral from a person like, you know, we're just talking about, right?
Yeah.
The girl's godmother, she trusts her. She bought 3 cars off me. Here I go. Now coming Saturday, I got a sale because of it. You know what I mean? So, and all we want to do is be straight. And I'm not trying to, at Auto Outlet of PA now, I'm not trying to be the biggest and the baddest. I want to sell a few cars, make a few friends, have a good, honest business, and just sell some cars, give you some good pricing. I have no overhead compared to a lot of these other dealers, all right? As you can see, I've got 6 to 8 employees here, so I can afford
very modest showroom.
Very modest showroom, right? You can come in and know you're going to get a fair deal because I don't have the overhead. Some dealers, because of their overhead, they got all fancy managers running around, they had all the fancy this running around, and they have to charge more because you're got to pay for that overhead.
Oh, yeah.
So I look to keep it lean and mean so I can give you the deal instead of putting the money into a building and putting the money into this and putting the money into that. I'll handle the deal myself. I'll make sure he gets over the road for you. I'll get you down the road at a payment that you want. I'm going to get you out of your trade. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make the deal happen. No matter where in town that you've been rejected, you know at the Auto Outlet of PA, you're accepted. Your credit doesn't define who you are, and here at the Auto Outlet of PA, everybody is somebody. Hurry on in. It all ends Saturday. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas from my family to yours, and may God bless. And remember, Steve's back.
Steve, when I arrived here today, we don't normally disclose things that I hear, in the showroom, but I could not help but overhear a customer that came in this morning. This customer came in and basically said 2 things. Number 1, they were thrilled to have you back.
Yeah.
They had been a customer here before.
Yeah. They
had heard that you were back. They wanted to come check it out for themselves, so they came here, saw you were here, they were excited. The other thing that I heard them say, and I just said, I got to ask Steve about this. They said the reason they like it at this dealership and the reason they love to deal with you is because they know that you truly care about the people. You truly care about helping a person.
No question.
Because there's no question, when you're dealing with a tough situation, somebody has a challenged situation with a trade or a credit, you're having to talk about some tougher things. And the fact that you do all these things to help them, he says, Steve cares.
Yep.
That's why I want to do business with him.
Yes.
Steve, is that the reason you came back here to the great Northeast at the Auto Outlet of PA, because you care and want to help those folks?
I've said this a lot of times, and you'll remember this.
Oh, yeah.
I've said this. I like this business for a couple of reasons. Okay, I've earned a good living over the years. I've been able to take care of my kids and different people in my family, their kids. But one of the brightest parts of it is when somebody comes in and they're down on their luck, they're behind a payment or two on the car they're currently in because it's a $600 or $700 payment, and they really should have been at $350 or $400.
Yeah.
Somebody just put them in a car, didn't look at what they made.
Stuffed them in it.
Didn't care. Maybe they caught them at a time that the other car wasn't working, and you were down on your luck, and they took advantage of you. And here you are trying to clean up the mess that somebody helped you get into. No, ultimately, I'm not going to say it's the salesman's fault that did it. You know, again, you've got to take responsibility for what you do and what I do. We all take responsibility for our own self. But if you look at a situation, I can sit and look and say, listen, if you make $2,500 a month, minus taxes, you take home $2,000. You've got a rent, kids, food, everything else all of us have. How are you going to afford a $700 payment, man?
Not going to happen.
Or, sir?
Not going to happen.
If that's what you truly want, but I'm going to make sure I mention it to you, that I think you should be at $400.
Yeah.
Let's go to the $400 payment, and let's try to find a car for $400. I know the $40,000 car looks great. Maybe we should be in a $25,000 car, because all we're trying to accomplish is what? To be able to go to work, come home, shopping, instead of relying on mass transportation or your neighbor, if he or she, or Uber or Lyft or any of these other things that are out here today. Independence starts when you got a key in your pocket, and you can walk out to that car and you know that car is going to start.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what you need. And you need that payment to reflect your life. Not your lifestyle, but what you really have coming in. And that's what I'm here to tell you. I'm going to bring that to the reality point of it. And then it's your decision. If you say, no, I want that $600 car, then that's fine. Because, you know, again, I don't see everything on paper. I don't know what people got coming in from part-time jobs or side jobs that they do. I met
a spouse or whatever the case may be.
The other day that she has a beauty salon in her cellar, and she services her customers. She does hair. And she makes, what she told me, a lot of money on the side that doesn't reflect. Because it's cash. And I said, okay, now that makes sense to me. Okay, ma'am, now let's go into that $550, $600 payment. Because, you know, what you make in 1 month could cover that payment very simply. That I agree with now, okay? And we'll rationalize it together, and I'll give you some good advice. Not everybody takes it, but if I can help, I will. That's what I want to do. That's what I enjoy doing. And then when you get in that car and you know you got a nice car, especially this time of the year, it's a holiday, you drive up in front of your relative's house and you say, how in the hell that you were 2 payments behind on your car?
Merry Christmas.
And that you got another car?
Hey.
And you didn't put down, what, $500? Who's the guy that did that? Well, that's Steve Just Do the Deal guy. That's the customer I want to come in and say, I want you to do what you did for my cousin, what you did for my sister, or did for my mother and father.
Success stories.
Success stories. That's what I want people to come in on. No matter where in town that you've been rejected, you know at the Auto Outlet of PA, you're accepted. Your credit doesn't define who you are, and here at the Auto Outlet of PA, everybody is somebody. Hurry on in. It all ends Saturday. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas from my family to yours, and may God bless. And remember, Steve's back.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're 5 minutes away, you're 50 minutes away, 3 hours away, 2 hours away, wherever you happen to be, if you can see Steve, if you can hear Steve, then you owe it to yourself to come to the Auto Outlet of PA. We are centrally located at 1515 Bristol Pike, right here in the heart of Bensalem. And right now, through the close of business Saturday, here's what we could promise you. Number one, Steve is back. That's right. Steve is back in the Great Northeast right here at the Auto Outlet of PA, 1515 Bristol Pike in the heart of Bensalem. In addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, Steve is on the showroom floor. You're not in an office with the door closed. You're out there. You can talk to people. Somebody says, I need to see Steve. He's right there. Look at him. You'll see him. He's here to work the deals. If somebody's, thinks that their trade is, maybe worth a little bit more, you're going to personally appraise those trades, aren't you, Steve?
Let me tell you something. Talk about finding me on my showroom in the Auto Outlet.
You can't hide here.
You can't hide here. This is
and the garage door most of the time is open.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let me tell you something. The size of this place was my first apartment in Brooklyn. I'm going to tell you something. If this thing's 800 square, it's like the size of maybe a suite at the hotel downtown.
He's not hiding.
I'm not hiding. I can't hide from you, folks. I'm right there. So all you got to do is just reach over. I'm probably going to be arm length away from you and just say, Steve, I need some help on this deal. And that's what I'm here to do. If I got to get on the phone with the bank, you're going to get on the phone with the bank. We're going to get the deal done at your payment, at what you got to put down. I'm not asking for 5. I'm not asking for 6. I'm going to pay off your trade. Tell me what you got to put down that's affordable to you. Then we're going to call the bank and say, we got 500, we got 600, we got 700. If we got 350, whatever we got, we're going to work with. And we're going to try to get you that car at the price and the payment that you want. We have, as of right now, and I know this figure is going to work here for me, reopening this back up after a couple years, is we've got an 82 to 83% success ratio right now on getting people approved at these banks, okay? I've got 21 banks. Used car lots normally have 4 or 5. And the 4 or 5 they have are high rates with high fees and require a lot of money down, okay? I can do it. I've got the banks. I've got the ability to put whatever I want on your trade. I can ship the car anywhere to the country. One man's poison's another man's pleasure. If your car don't work up here, it may be working in Florida. It may work in western Pennsylvania. It may work in Ohio, Illinois. I've got the ability to put the car anywhere. And by the way, that brings another thing. If I don't have the car that you're looking for, I just did this for a gentleman. He was looking for a Camry in white, beige interior, dual sunroofs, and he wanted an XLE or an XSE. I said, where in the hell am I going to find that car?
Good question.
I figured it out. I went online. We have access to national auctions, and it has anywhere from 15 to 20,000 cars at any given time. I can then go online, show you the car, look at the pictures, and I can put a bid in on that car and buy that car for you, even if I don't have it. You just tell me what you want. Be specific. If you're looking for a certain color, a certain look, we can try to find it together if I don't have it here. So I really have access to 15,000 cars.
That's amazing. So, Steve, you mentioned that a lot of the guys have 4 banks.
Yep.
You have 21.
Yes.
Why does that help the customer?
Well, I got 21 different banks looking at the deal from top to bottom to make sure that we get the deal that you want. If
Does that cause them to like compete against each other?
A little bit, yeah, a little
that's
bit.
That's good.
Okay, if one bank says, listen, I like this customer. Okay, well, if you want that customer, the other gentleman said 14%. What are you looking for? Customer wants 6. 6%? Are you kidding me? Steve, they slow paid this. They slow. You want the deal? Steve, ask the customer if they do 8. And I can drop their payment by $140 a month. Well, let me go back to the customer. Stand by. Don't go nowhere. Let me talk to the customer. What do you think? Sold.
Yeah. That helps.
You got 21 banks.
That helps.
No matter where in town that you've been rejected, you know at the Auto Outlet of PA, you're accepted. Your credit doesn't define who you are, and here at the Auto Outlet of PA, everybody is somebody. Hurry on in. It all ends Saturday. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas from my family to yours, and may God bless. And remember, Steve's back.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember, Steve cares. He's here at the Auto Outlet of PA. And when you get here, ladies and gentlemen, I know you've heard the story. Steve, it's amazing. You drive around up and down car rows. You see lots of car lots with a lot of empty shelves. But I come here to the Auto Outlet of PA, and you're packed in here. This may be one of the strongest inventories you've ever had. I mean, right now, in the middle of the chip shortage, you may have one of the strongest inventories you've ever had here.
I've got more coming. I'm buying cars. I'm going to stock this lot to where you can't even move around in it. I want you to have a good selection for a good price. And by the way, I do want to end with this.
Yes,
all right?
please.
What I end every one of my shows with. Thank you, folks, for everything that you've done for me and my family, and from my family to yours. May God bless you on all these holidays, and let's get rid of this darn disease we got filtering around this country, and let's get back on our feet. We're the largest, the biggest, and the baddest. So from my family to yours, may God bless.